In the heart of a bustling city, a boy named Jack lived in a tiny, worn-out apartment. His life was far from extraordinary, with days filled with mundane tasks and nights filled with dreams of a life beyond his reach. Jack, although young, had a spirit that yearned for more than what his life had to offer. He was a dreamer, filled with a burning desire to seek fortune and glory that seemed just beyond his grasp. Our story begins on a day much like any other. Jack, in his usual routine, was delivering newspapers before school when he stumbled upon an old, forgotten map in the attic of a dilapidated building. The parchment was old, its edges tattered, but it held a promise of something more. It was a map that promised a journey leading to a hidden treasure. Driven by his dreams, Jack decided to embark on this adventure. With the map as his guide, he traversed through the city, through winding alleyways, across busy streets, and over towering bridges. The city he thought he knew so well suddenly became a labyrinth of mysteries waiting to be discovered. His journey took him beyond the city limits, into the wilderness. He walked through dense forests, climbed steep mountains, and crossed roaring rivers. The journey was not easy. It tested his strength, his courage, and his will, but Jack was not deterred. He pushed through the obstacles, his eyes set firmly on the prize. The treasure was not of gold or jewels as he had imagined. Instead, it was a box filled with old books, each one filled with stories of adventure, of courage, and of dreams. Jack realized then that the true treasure was not the fortune he had sought, but the journey he had embarked upon. And so, our story ends with a boy, not much different from the one we first met, but he was no longer just a dreamer. He had become an adventurer, a seeker, a discoverer. He had sought fortune, and in doing so, discovered a wealth of experiences and stories that were far more valuable. Jack's journey was one of discovery, of adventure, and of self-growth. It was a journey that took him beyond the confines of his city and beyond the limits of his dreams. It was a journey that transformed a simple city boy into a true adventurer. And that, dear listener, is the story of Jack's journey. A journey that began with a dream and ended with a treasure far greater than any fortune. A journey that reminds us all that sometimes the greatest treasure is the journey itself.